Let's talk about how to find new cryptocurrencies to invest in, right? Finding the next winner beyond, let's say, something like Bitcoin or Ethereum isn't just about luck. It's about using these repeatable processes that blend discovery, due diligence, and risk control. So you need practical frameworks that actually help you find those new coins, vet them quickly, and avoid the obvious traps. So let's talk about way new coins first appear, right? You need to look at new DEX pairs. So the DEX feeds, most grassroots launches list on DEXs first, right? You'll spot volume and volatility early there. You can use a DEX Screener for new pairs or GeckoTerminal app. On-chain explorers, right? You need to verify contracts, holders, and liquidity. And you can do that in minutes using these explorers, Etherscan, BSCCheck, token pages and tools, for example. And then you can look at centralized exchange listings, later stage verification, right, which is the higher liquidity and visibility play there, exchange listings, announcements on MEXC, on Coinbase or Crack and things like that, data aggregators as well, one dashboard for price, market cap listings, CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap helps you kind of filter some of that information. And then obviously the social research as well, right? Gauging their sentiment, and then looking at screeners like Messari and things like that. So once you've done that, you've got the fast pre-filter, the RUG screen, right? Where you use contract scanners to run the token through token sniffers, right? You can scan liquidity, check if liquidity is locked and burned in a sizable relative to market cap issue, situation where you avoid pairs where deployer controls sort of most of that LP. Then the holder distribution is something to look at, looking at the top holders, ideally 5 to 10% each. Avoid one wallet, of course, unhold kind of unlocks and emissions, something to check. The upcoming token unlocks that could flood the supply. DeFiLlama unlocks, CryptoRank, CoinMarketCap unlocks. They really show you all that information. Look into the teams, look at the documentation and the GitHub for the projects. Do your due diligence, tokenomics, do a real check with the FDV, current market cap, utility and demand drivers. You need to look at the treasury and runway for DeFi or protocol tokens, for transparent treasuries and budgets, execution, the TVL, the usage. Look at DeFiLlama for TVL growth, integrations, the partnerships. Look at the contracts, look at the live features, look at the backers, look at Messari's fundraising, investor screeners, for example, the developer activities, the public repos, active commits, audits, wherever applicable, social sentiment, of course, things to just check for structured research hubs, their signals, tracking consistent growth in watch list engagement, holder counts. And then, you kind of come up with a simple scoring model, right? You look at the token safety, you're looking at the supply and unlocks, you look at the adoption, the team and the backers, and also whether the narrative fits. And then once you've got that, you've got the entries, and then you risk and position size. You start small, maybe 0.25 to 1% of your portfolio for a new pay, new name of a token, right? You stage your entries, whether it's DCAs, confirming liquidity holders, unlock passes, real users, avoid those liquidity traps, right? If a DEX volume is tiny and thin on the LPs there, sometimes you also look at launch pads if you want to find early opportunities, or listing calendars, DeFi platforms that monitor protocols like Uniswap or Aave Maker for new token integrations and incentive programs, NFT, GameFi, investing, where you see active users on-chain payments, using those revenues as proxy, ETFs or ETPs, for indirect exposure. So yeah, man, all you need to do is make sure, you do the scan, the DEX screeners, get the new pairs and GeckoTerminal, do the RUG screeners on the TokenSniffers or BSCCheck, for example, supply token unlocks, you check that, you check the team and the traction, and then you execute, guys, and then you get in there and you get hopefully into a coin that might give you some nice returns. If you want to learn more about tokenomics, make sure you go to decentralized.news, our main site. Go check out the guides there. Check out the links down below to see the best cryptocurrency exchanges to trade on, the best wallets, the best iGaming platforms. If you want to get started with that, go to smartcontractbets.xyz. Peace, love.